Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today is my graduation day and I officially finished my Master of Business Law today. So just hang along and we'll have a small video talking about the experience and the event itself if possible. So stay tuned. My course at Adelaide Law School is completed. I've secured the Master of Business Law. It was a great journey in between pandemic, away from family, but I had great friends here and it was really fun to be a part of such wonderful law school. Alright, so the graduation ceremony is done and I am now walking back to the car park, and then I'll probably just drive back home, get fresh and come back to work. Fortunately my office is not too far from the university. It's probably just a few hundred meters, so I'll have to literally just come back in like an hour's time. Now that the graduation ceremony is all done, let us talk about the best thing about studying in Australia and the one thing that could have been better and the one advice I'd give to any aspiring student who wants to come to Australia. So let us begin with this. The best thing about studying in Australia is the fact that you get to spend time and learn with students from all over the world. Believe me, I had friends and classmates from India, Pakistan, the Middle East, Europe and America. What this did was it gave me perspective. It gave me a chance and opportunity to talk to them, network with them and understand their perspectives and their viewpoints on life and law in general, because that was my area of study here in Australia. Now the one thing that could have been better and would essentially complement my experience of studying in Australia would be the cost of studying in Australia. And this I think would apply to students who want to go to Canada, the United States or UK. Believe me, these countries are really expensive. The cost of living is off the roof, and that's purely because of the quality of life. Now, having said that, there is one way you could beat this cost of living and the tuition fee, which is really high. And that is by securing sponsorships or scholarships from the university. Now, how can you do this? There are two ways you can do this. One is get a scholarship or a sponsorship from your home country itself. That is either via bank arrangement or some community kind of funding or some kind of scholarship from the government. It could be the state government or the central government. And the second way is by getting a scholarship from the university where you want to pursue your master's, a bachelor's or even a research program like a PhD. Now, getting into research programs may seem very hectic on the face of it. There is going to be a lot of hard work you would have to put in, unlike doing a regular coursework based master's. So give this a thought. This will drastically reduce your expenses. And believe me, if you beat the expenses of tuition fees, you are essentially winning the game, because you get a chance to meet with people, to talk to probably the best minds in the industry, and also get an experience which is probably very few people can have. So do give it a thought. Now, having discussed these two things, let us talk about the one advice I would give to any aspiring student who wants to move to Australia. And be mindful that this is not just an advice applicable to people who want to come to Australia. It applies to any student, any aspiring student who wants to move overseas and settle down eventually. And that is, make sure from day one of your planning, you talk to a migration or an immigration expert. Now, what that does is it gives you an insight about the kind of courses or programs you should be enrolling into, which give you a better chance of succeeding with your goals and aspirations. It's not just getting there, going to XYZ university and just securing a master's. It's also about doing well in your class, networking with people, networking with your, when I say networking, I mean talk to your professors, learn from them, talk to your friends and classmates, learn from them, and most importantly, network outside of these two aspects of university life. Try and knock doors, try get some or the other kind of job while you're at university. Believe me, that will help you land a very good job at the end of the program, because you wouldn't want to get into student loans and all other kinds of debt and end up being nowhere. Don't make that mistake. So two important things. One is talk to a migration expert or an immigration consultant before moving to any country of your choice. And the second thing is, as soon as you land at the university where you want to study, make sure you sweat it out, study hard, and network as much as possible. And people who know me well would know how much I value networking. Networking will take you places where you want to go and will also pave way beyond that. If you like the video, let me know in the comments below and subscribe to my YouTube channel and share it with your friends and family. Cheers.